Grounded to third. Donaldson has it. There it is. Perfection for Domingo Germán.
As of June 29, 2023, Domingo Germán has done the unthinkable. Many people going into the season did not think this guy would even last if you follow the Yankees. This dude was fighting for a rotation spot in spring training and was a person that a lot of people thought would get DFA'd halfway through the season. But today, Domingo Germán shocked the world and had an 11-0 victory, perfect game versus the Oakland Athletics. Domingo Germán has a really up and down season as of late. His suspension really put him back, and of course, going into the game yesterday, he had a sub 500 record. Germán in his outing was masterful. The dude was mixing up his pitches left and right. He kept his defense busy and engaged. His defense was doing stellar plays, and he posted 9 strikeouts in total. Germán's efforts was the 4th perfect game in franchise history for the Yankees, following David Cone, Don Larsen, and David Wells. This is the first perfect game since Seattle's Felix Hernandez, which he delivered on August 15, 2012. Now, let me put in perspective why this is so crazy for you. Germán in his last 2 starts was getting lit up left and right. In his start versus the Mariners, he gave up 8 runs in 3 innings. In his start versus Boston, he gave up 7 runs in 2 innings. Germán has not really had a good track record as of late, and he's been getting blown up left and right. This game right here is a spectacular game that we'll look back on as fans of baseball and think, man, Domingo Germán really had it in him at this moment. This is an insane achievement for Domingo Germán, and catcher Kyle Higashioka has said this about him: "I'm just happy for Domingo. He had a rough last couple of starts and he's been dragging a little bit. For him to do this and get back to being himself, I always felt like if anyone, he had a really good chance to do something like this. For all it to come together tonight, it's just amazing." Domingo Germán actually stated later in an interview with Yes, he said that he was crying in the clubhouse the day before just because of things going on in his personal life and also just not performing the way he expects himself to perform. Domingo Germán had this to say: "It's so exciting. When you think about something very unique in baseball, you know not many people have an opportunity to pitch a perfect game. To accomplish something like this in my career, you know it's something that I'm going to remember and be part of history. It's so exciting." Like I said, Domingo Germán has had a lot of issues in his last couple of outings. He has been on a losing streak in his 6 previous outings. Germán threw 72 of 99 pitches this outing for strikes. He mixed 51 curveballs and 30 fastballs that averaged 92.5 miles per hour with 17 changeups and 1 sinker. Oakland's manager also spoke on Germán's performance, and he said this: "He threw strikes, he pounded the zone, and obviously you don't not throw strikes when you go 9 innings and don't get a base runner. Overall, offensively, our approach wasn't great. We didn't make any adjustments tonight to what he was doing." This is an insane win for the Yankees and a big momentum shift for the Yankees and Domingo Germán, because this is the type of game that turns around the season. Yes, of course, the Yankees have a winning record, but they're still pretty back in the AL standings. The Yankees are currently in 3rd place, tied with the Blue Jays. They are 9.5 games back behind the Orioles and the Rays, and honestly, the Yankees need this to do really well for their future. Domingo Germán, a guy that they looked at, a person that went into the season not expecting to even make the Yankees roster, made the roster and just did something that only 4 Yankees have ever done in their entire career. Talk about a morale boost in the clubhouse. This is insane to really think about. The Yankees need this just because a lot of the people have just been down. I mean, you have your captain literally injured. You don't know when he's going to come back. This is your MVP of the last season. He was the guy that led you guys to the playoffs. He was a guy that stood tall and was always there and performing really well for your team and came in clutch. Your top dude that you signed in free agency, Carlos Rodon, is injured. He's someone that was expected to do really well for your starting rotation, but he's been injured ever since the start of the season. Yes, he's on a rehab assignment, and man, this guy Domingo Germán, the dude that wasn't supposed to be here, and now he's just the light of the clubhouse. He's the person that everyone was looking to just for that good energy, because he did something not many people will ever do in their entire life. It's probably just really nice to know as a manager and as a pitcher that I could do what so many stars think they might do in their future. Like, look at someone like a Carlos Rodon. You would expect them to throw a perfect game, maybe one day, you never know. I mean, some people only expect the legends to throw perfect games. Domingo Germán was just a person that some people talked about and said, yeah, maybe in free agency you'll get like a couple million. He's not going to get a lot. I mean, I still don't expect Domingo Germán to get that much, but really, just to put it in perspective, this guy isn't an all-star by any means. He is just an average MLB pitcher. It's really crazy to think about. Domingo Germán, of course, some people might argue, hey man, maybe it was the sticky stuff that held him him out this game. Or maybe it was the A's, they're the last place team in all of the league, they're a team that is tanking on purpose. But I think this is a stellar performance from Domingo Germán, and it's a performance that will be known for years to come. I mean, dude, Felix Hernandez was the last one to pitch a perfect game. Felix Hernandez is an amazing ball player. He was a guy that you would go out and you would watch and buy tickets just to go see him play when he was in your town. Felix Hernandez is a star. He was a person that was amazing, and he was a gift to the sport of baseball. Of course, in Domingo Germán's position, people are not going to put him in a high limelight just because of his past, of course with his past use of the sticky stuff, but I think this is amazing if you're just a fan of baseball and a fan of the Yankees. This is something plenty of people look forward to, and we may not see another perfect game in 20, maybe 10 or 5 years, who knows. This perfect game, of course, would not be without the help of Anthony Rizzo having one of the clutchest plays in this whole outing. Anthony Rizzo, man, if he did not have that good of a glove, this perfect game would not even exist. Also, on the topic of all this, man, how are you guys feeling? Did you guys watch this live? I'm really curious. Did you guys see this maybe after or in the morning? I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say about this, because of course people will make the argument Domingo Germán of course used this and that. You know, it's not really deserving that he deserves this title, but you can't take it away from him that he did do this. He did pitch that perfect game with the Yankees. I really think it's crazy to think about. Let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel. Have a great day or night wherever you're watching this. Stay safe. Have a good one. Bye.